Breaking news, everybody. Kathy Griffin has been permanently suspended from Twitter for impersonating Elon Musk. As you can see here, Kathy Griffin's account has been suspended permanently. Maybe not permanently, maybe just for a little while. Kathy Griffin goes on to say, "This is the first time I've made anyone laugh." And Elon Musk responds, "Laugh." Okay, this is a parody account of Kathy Griffin. Actually, it's some random person who's pretending to be Kathy Griffin, but it says parody because he or she is following the new rules by Elon, which are going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. And there definitely has been a lot of people lately who have, changed their names to Elon Musk or whoever to pretend that their account is saying something from Elon Musk or whoever. And it seems like that's been going on a lot lately. Whether or not that's a problem, I'm not sure. It seems like Elon is pretty fed up about it. And the reason, I believe, I've heard a couple things, but I believe it was because Kathy Griffin was, had Elon Musk's name and was saying some things on behalf of Elon Musk, pretending to be Elon Musk. I think a lot of people do that here and there, but it just seems like it's been happening a lot more lately. And then Elon Musk goes on, the actual Elon Musk, apparently, yes. If she really wants her account back, she can have it for $8. Very interesting indeed. It looks like she will be able to get it back, so it's not permanent. And from what I remember, Elon was saying that he didn't want things to be, 100% permanent, but that there would be a way back if you were banned or, restricted off of Twitter for some reason or another. And Kathy is now using her mom's account, I guess, to tweet. Elon goes on to say, "Previously, we issued a warning before suspension, but now that we are rolling out widespread verification," which I have the $4.99 version of Twitter Blue, and I'm not sure that I'll be able to switch to the $8 one or how that'll work. If it'll be automatic, if they're going to charge me the $3 more that I didn't pay. I'm not sure, but as of now, I don't have a check mark because I have the old Twitter Blue. So we'll see what the process is for me to switch to the new one. But it doesn't look like I have the option right now. I don't see a check mark option. I don't see a way to upgrade. So we'll see. And I have updated to the new Twitter from the App Store. We've issued a warning before suspension, but now that we are rolling out widespread verification, there will be no warning. This will be clearly identified as a condition for signing up to Twitter Blue. Any name changes at all will cause temporary loss of verified check mark. So it will be more difficult to change your name, or you can still do it, but you'll lose your check mark for a little while. I guess that'll be kind of like a punishment for changing your name so much. And now this guy says so much for free speech, I guess, and then this person says it was always in the terms of service, so maybe that was always there, in which case maybe he is just simply actually following the rules now. He's like implementing the rules more now. So I'm not sure. There's a lot of little things going on with Twitter right now, lots of changes, so it's all kind of fluid and crazy, and I don't know exactly what's going on. So now as far as the verification goes, this guy right here is giving a little bit of insight into how the $8 verification could be better than how it's been done. And he says several of the critiques of the $8 verification are logically inconsistent. Verification solves for impersonation. This will cause more. Using a CC mobile checkout credit card, I guess, dramatically increases friction. And everybody caught impersonating will lose their money. Yeah, so if they are caught impersonating, then their account will be shut down, apparently, according to the rules that I've read. There are lots of people who should be verified and often impersonated and aren't, and vice versa. The current path on any social network is opaque and easily gamed. $8 gives a consistent path for anyone regardless of their level of notability, which is subjective. And this seems to be true as far as like I've heard and seen how some people, had a contact with Instagram, for example, and were verified through their contact, where they kind of pushed through their verification. And so it's a little bit murky as far as like, what is verification for? Is it to prove that they're a real person, or is it for notability? Is it a way to distinguish yourself from the average person? What is it exactly? And so this is saying, well, if it's just a more concrete, system, $8 and you're verified, then it gets rid of all of that ambiguity. The current model also has severe spam issues. Check out any reply to these people and you'll see lots of hacked blue checkmark accounts. $8 and give everyone a checkmark makes those attacks less vulnerable. Finally, verification on social media was originally meant to solve for this person is who they say they are. It was not meant to say we judge this person to be notable. This brings it back to the original spirit of the design, no more DMing employees for a favor. So I don't know if this guy is right or not, if it was always like that where the verification was meant just to solve this person is who they say they are. I've seen other ways to verify people on, say, cryptocurrency trading platforms, where they verify using, you have to like submit your ID and stuff. And that's how they verify you as a real person. If we go to Instagram as of now, and this maybe has changed over the course of the years, I don't know, but they are saying that their requirements to apply for a verified badge is you have to be authentic, so be a real person, plus be unique in some way. Complete, your account must be public, have a bio profile pic, and be active when you apply. Notable. You have to be, you have to represent a well-known, high searched for person, brand, or entity. And they review accounts that are featured in multiple news sources and don't consider paid or endorsed or sponsored media content as sources for review. So what does that mean, though? That's somewhat ambiguous, too. What is well-known, highly searched for person, brand, or entity? Is that 1 million searches in a month? Is that 1,000 searches in a month? What is that? Who knows? So it's somewhat like, it's according to Instagram's opinion, I guess. So I like the idea of it being more concrete, but the question is just paying for it. Does that verify you as a real person? That's where I think that the name verification might muddle what this is. It might help a little bit as far as like making sure that people are real, but I don't know if it'll completely solve the problem. Like the crypto websites that I've gone on to trade crypto, that seems like a better way to actually verify someone is you send in your ID, you actually send in a picture of yourself holding your ID up, and then you have to use your real name and all this stuff. So that seems like a more concrete way to verify someone. But here I could see how this way of doing it can at least help a lot, where it'll deter people from creating fake accounts because it's going to cost money, as well as if they are found out, then they'll be deleted permanently. So it's just not like 100%. It's maybe better, but not necessarily as good as some other ways to verify. Like any launch, I'm sure there will be room for improvement and changes, but I'm excited for the first change in how verification works in social media in a very long time. So yeah, I mean, I could also see how they have to figure out a way to verify people better than they have before to allow more people to be verified, but at the same time, maybe not as intrusive as what I was just talking about, like holding a picture of your ID and, submitting a picture of yourself. That might be a little too intrusive for some people. So I don't know. This could be a good middle ground. I just don't know. It's just kind of a new thing here. And this says, does the name on the credit card they pay with have to match the name on the account they're trying to get verified? If someone is caught impersonating any social media company, has mechanisms in place for this. The entire flow that person used will be impossible to use the next time. Also, has the benefits of hacking blue checkmark accounts much less possible. This guy is Suram Krishnan, and I don't know how he is associated with Twitter, to be honest, but apparently he knows a lot of these things. In other Twitter news, from a Twitter engineer who was fired on Friday. We built this already, and the whole product team that created this functionality was fired. Same with the other product ideas Elon is sharing. Example given, better search. And this is referring to Elon Musk's tweet, which says Twitter will soon add ability to attach long-form text to tweets, and ending absurdity of Notepad screenshots. So apparently they've already built this feature. However, the question that is brought up is, well, why haven't they implemented this? And you wonder. It just leads to wondering how much have they built and why haven't they put things out, and have they actually done anything over the years because they are losing, $4 million a day, and Twitter hasn't really done a lot as far as morphed into a new social media platform like other platforms such as Instagram has, or YouTube, where they've been updated tremendously over the years. And it goes on here to say, so if they built it, why didn't they ship it? So that's a question that people might have. Old Twitter did things more carefully and slow, both to get early feedback and to not release half-baked features. This will clearly change for the better in speed of release, and perhaps for worse for quality bugs and confusion. So yes, there's definitely some confusion now with the changes that they're making super quickly, as far as the new Twitter Blue and whatnot, and what all the rules are. And the rules are actually changing as we speak. As of today, there's been new rules. And so, yeah, that makes sense. I personally like how they are implementing new changes and rules quicker versus super slow, because I believe Twitter is in need of an update, a major update. Moving on, social media giants' planned cuts expect to affect many thousands of its workforce, which exceeded 87,000 as of September. So this is referring to not Twitter, but Meta, Facebook. Meta. Facebook parent Meta is preparing to notify employees of large-scale layoffs this week. So it's not just Twitter. And there were a lot of people talking about how Twitter fired a lot of their employees, but it's not just Twitter. In fact, there's been several instances of companies getting rid of many of their employees. Meta Platforms Inc. is planning to begin large-scale layoffs this week, according to people familiar with the matter, in what could be among the largest round in a recent spate of tech job cuts after the industry's rapid growth during the pandemic. The layoffs are expected to affect many thousands of employees, and an announcement is planned to come as soon as Wednesday, according to the people. Meta reported more than 87,000 employees at the end of September. Company officials already told employees to cancel non-essential travel beginning this week, the people said. As we can see, the metaverse has gone down. Oh my gosh. So yes, the last year it's gone from $346 to 90. So minus 73% in the past year. And as we can see here, this I believe was the original, where the original information was from, as far as Facebook parent Meta is preparing to notify employees of large-scale layoffs this week. The planned layoffs would be the first broad headcount reductions to occur in the company's 18-year history. So yes, is the metaverse successful? Will we be living in the metaverse? I haven't myself planned to buy a headset to join the metaverse. I have been looking at VR headsets, and they look like a lot of fun. I have used VR one time in my life, and it was awesome. It was pretty cool. So I might get at some point in the near future a VR headset to check out what's going on. I might check out Facebook's metaverse, or whatever it's called, Meta's metaverse. But from everything I've seen, that it doesn't look that great. Meta, like other tech giants, went on a hiring spree during the pandemic as life and business shifted more online. It added more than 27,000 employees in 2020 and 2021, and then another 15,000 in the first 9 months of this year. So there was a big, spike with a lot of tech companies, the big tech companies, as far as just because everybody was staying at home, so they were using software, apps, computers a lot more. But now I guess everybody's going back to the office a lot more. People are realizing the metaverse isn't that great. Whatever it is, they're like, oh crap, that was it went up, and then they were like, well, we're not maybe getting as much business now, so we need to lay everybody off that we just hired. That's all for today. Please watch my last video. I where I joined Twitter's Birdwatch, which I read that Elon was like, I don't like that name. It sounds funky. So I think they're gonna change the name, but it's where you can contribute to the Birdwatch, basically accuracy of people's posts. If someone posts something and it might not be 100% accurate, people can contribute to it to say, hey, this isn't entirely accurate. Actually, this and this happened. So I haven't gotten my response yet, but anybody can apparently apply for it and be a part of the Birdwatch. So go ahead and watch that video. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.